Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? I go by RB, and this is Philly Take with RB. If you're enjoying the content of the channel, be sure to smash that like button for me, hit that subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you are instantly notified whenever I upload or go live. And today, I want to talk about one of the most important components of this Sixers-Celtics series, and that is rotations. More specifically, the Sixers playoff rotation. We did a prediction before the bubble games, and here we are now in a bit of a different circumstance without Ben Simmons, who will probably miss most of the playoffs. So I want to talk about my playoff rotation for the Sixers, what I think it should be, how many minutes per game for each player, and get your thoughts down below in the comment section. And this will be part of another video as well that will be released later today on the Sixers-Celtics whole entire series playoff preview and prediction, so be on the lookout for that. But like I said, man, this is one of the most essential factors for the Sixers. We know Brett Brown, and we know he tends to get out of his own element, and he does not manage the rotations well at times. But in this series, against the Boston Celtics, who are a powerhouse, who can shoot, we need the right guys in at the right time if we want to win, and we need to make in-game, on-the-fly adjustments. Brett Brown has shown that he has not been that good at that, but he needs to be. His job is on the line in this series. He needs to be very effective at it. When it comes to the starters, right, I think we're going to rock with the same five that we have been for the last couple games. Now, a lot of people have been on Shake Milton. You know, Shake Milton shouldn't start. He should be off the bench. I think that you're going to see Shake Milton in game one. We're going to see what he's able to do. I know he's young and inexperienced, but he's got to let it fly. He's got to step up and be confident. But be aware. I truly believe that we will see different starting lineups throughout this series, depending on how the series is going. I would not be hesitant to make an adjustment if I am Brett Brown. For example, if the Celtics are torching us, you know, from behind the arc, why not start Matisse Thybulle during a game 4, game 5, try to disrupt their flow? You know what I mean? Just an example. But look, man, this is my starting five for the Sixers. I got Shake Milton, Josh Richardson, Tobias Harris, Al Horford, and Joel Embiid. I think this is going to be the starting five. Just as we have seen, obviously, no Ben Simmons hurts on the defensive side of the ball specifically, which we will talk about in that other video. But look, man, Shake Milton, I got him at 26 to 30 minutes a game, and this could vary. This is the most variant factor for the Sixers, to be honest, because if Shake Milton comes out, and like I said, we need on-the-fly adjustments. If Shake comes out and he's not shooting well right away, well, Brett needs to get him off the floor and let him run with the second unit. You know what I mean? Brett has to make these adjustments. But if Shake comes out, hits a couple threes, and he stays aggressive and stays confident and isn't getting torched, you gotta keep him in. We have to know on certain runs when to keep guys in. Josh Richardson is my starting shooting guard. I got him at 34, 36 minutes a game. Starters got to play more minutes in the playoffs. Josh Richardson, especially from a defensive perspective, has to be in there disrupting the flow of a guy like Kemba Walker. Tobias Harris, I got him at 36 to 38 minutes a game. Tobias has to step up, show us that he is that max player, and really play some quality minutes on both sides of the ball. And then obviously the two big man lineup, I know that's what we're going to go with because it has actually worked over the last couple games. Al Horford is going to be a big X factor. I got him at 36 to 40 minutes a game. He's going to have to step up in there. You might see him run with the second unit as well, you know, with Joel Embiid and without Joel Embiid, because we saw in the playoffs last year when you took Joel Embiid off, a guy like Greg Monroe was like a minus, 13 in a couple minutes. That cannot happen. Al Horford has been playing well. He has to keep it up against his former team. So you got Al Horford, and then Joel Embiid is my guy in this series. Obviously, we all know he's going to have to play the most minutes. I understand he's been banged up a little bit, but it doesn't matter. This is playoff basketball. You got to go above and beyond. Joel's going to have to be in there, maybe even almost the whole game, some of these games. He's going to have to find a way to make sure he is in shape and has enough conditioning. I see him playing 40 to 44 minutes a game, and keep in mind, the starters and the bench, it all varies based on how guys are performing. That is the one question that we have this year, right? Like, we have guys who are inconsistent but can heat up on a dime, like an Alec Burks, like a Shake Milton, like a Furkan Korkmaz. So if they're playing well, you're going to have to keep them in extended minutes. If not, well, you're going to have to take them off the floor, and I don't think they can return. But Looking at the bench, our sixth man is obviously Alec Burks. He has earned that right over the 8 games. Even beforehand, he should have been playing more, but we realize, and Brett Brown finally got it across his head, that Alec Burks is the sixth man of this team. I see him playing 24 to 29 minutes a game, and like I said, it all depends on how Shake and Jay Rich are performing. If they're not hitting from the field, if they're getting torched on D, well, they got to come off. Alec Burks has to be in, especially in key situations like we saw in some of the bubble games late down in the stretch. Matisse Thybulle's my seventh man, 18 to 22 minutes a game. You might think that's a bit heavy for Matisse, but in terms of a defensive perspective, I honestly think he has to be in there. He's got to hit some corner shots. I understand that he can't go, 0 for 4, 0 for 5, but Matisse Thybulle must be in there to disrupt the likes of Jason Tatum, of Kemba Walker, of Jaylen Brown. He needs to be in there, needs to stay away from foul trouble. Matisse has to be in this rotation, and there's no doubt about it that he will be. From a defensive standpoint, one of the best defensive rookies we've seen in a long time. My eighth man in this rotation is Furkan Korkmaz, and I got him at 10 to 18 minutes a game. Now, like I said, Furkan's another variability factor. If Furkan is hitting, we saw some games where he starts out 4 for 4 from behind the arc, and there's just those games he does not miss. He's so streaky. Those kind of games, he might have to play 20 plus minutes, 22, 23. But if Furkan comes out and he has one of those games where he starts 1 for 5, well, I don't think you can play him more than 10 minutes. It's the in-game adjustments from night to night that will really help determine this series. That's one of the biggest factors. Furkan has to be in this rotation, though. Like I said, our guys off the bench, they all bring something just a little bit different to the table. That's why I know, despite hearing, the preaching of 9-man rotation, I think we got to go with a 10-man rotation. There's just no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. We need every little inch that we can get. We need that surplus of what these guys bring. Number 9 on my list in terms of rotation is Mike Scott, and I got him 9 to 12 minutes a game. Honestly, Mike Scott, if you go back and look at my other video, he was not a guy who I had projected to be on my playoff list, but Mike Scott has really stepped up over the last 3 to 4 games. I mean, he's been absolutely eating, going to town, and that's who Mike Scott is. He's that streaky guy. Mike Scott could honestly be an X factor if he steps up and has one of those hot stretches where he's just hitting from 3. And I've even, seen him down in a low post going to work and playing some at least decent defense. So if Mike Scott can step up, that's big. He might have to play 15 minutes one game. But again, if he comes out like the Mike Scott we've seen pretty much all year and he just doesn't have it, well, he might not be able to play that much. Number 10 on my rotation is Glenn Robinson III. Obviously, he would be higher on this list, but given the whole injury situation, the hip pointer, I don't know. I'm a little skeptical. It seems like the Sixers are too. Glenn Robinson III, I have him from 6 to 10 minutes a game. But if he comes back and is healthy, honestly, he would be up, close 17, 18 minutes a game some games. He always hustles, always is on the boards, and always just brings that energy and defensive versatility. Glenn Robinson III, I want him to play valuable minutes if he is healthy. If not, that's definitely going to be something to keep an eye on. But this is my 10-man rotation. No Raul Neto, no Kyle O'Quinn, no guys like that, no Pell. Look, man, this is the rotation we need to rock with, and these guys need to step up and give us valuable minutes. And Brett Brown really has to take notice right away in these games, because if you let it get too far out of hand, it's not going to be good. We need these fellas to play quality minutes, and it's really going to vary depending on the night, depending on the situation, the matchups, the flow of the game, all of that. But this is my 10-man rotation. You guys, let me know your thoughts down below. What should the rotation be? Give me all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Be on the lookout for another video today. And with that being said, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Perfect.